Say, do you like snacks?
Yes.
Everybody likes snacks. And the thing about snacks is they can either be really affordable or they can be super healthy, but you really have a hard time going to the grocery store and finding snacks that are both healthy and affordable. So that's the problem that we're going to solve today. Lane and I are going to work on 4 different recipes for healthy snack ideas that will be super easy to put together. It will just take an hour or 2 out of your week, and that will allow you to have healthy, nourishing snacks in the pantry ready to go whenever people get hungry. I've had some requests for some gluten-free snacks, so stay tuned to the end. We're gonna have a couple of those as well. The first thing we're gonna make is some Goldfish crackers, and I went to Amazon, found this super cute little Goldfish cracker cutter, and so we're gonna put that to use. I'm gonna link that in the description below, so if you want to find one, it was like $5. While I was at Aldi, I looked at the Goldfish crackers, and there were at least 30 ingredients in those crackers. We're gonna make these with 5 ingredients or so, super easy, all healthy ingredients. So the first ingredient is flour. We're gonna add 1 cup of flour.
That was like an extra, Mommy.
And we're gonna add 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese.
Mom, I'm doing myself.
We also need 1 teaspoon of salt. You can add garlic or paprika or any other kind of flavoring that you might want for these crackers. We're just gonna keep these really basic. Next up, we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of cold butter. I've cut them up into little pats, and we're gonna take our pastry blender, our pastry cutter, and cut that butter into the dough. You can use a fork. This would be really easy if you have a food processor. In all of my decluttering, I have decluttered my food processor thinking I didn't need it, but I have recently discovered that I really do need it, so I'm on the lookout for a replacement, but until then, we can just do it by hand and it'll work out just fine.
What? Oh, that's cool.
That's good enough for our purposes. The last ingredient we're gonna add is a little bit of water to blend everything together.
It's good. I'm very seed cheese.
Scoop back a little bit.
But I'm just very seed cheese.
The purpose of the water is just to blend everything together. So you don't want too much so that it's a watery dough, but you have to add enough so that everything will stick together. So this is the consistency that we're looking for. Not too wet, but not too dry. See that? And now it's time for us to roll it out. But if you would prefer to chill it first, stick it in the refrigerator in a little bit of parchment paper for 15 to 20 minutes. So all we're gonna do is roll it out about 1/8 inch thickness. While we're rolling, our oven is heating to 350 degrees. Okay, you ready? You wanna help me cut them?
Okay.
How cute.
How cute, yeah.
I'm wiggling it a little while I cut to allow it to have room so that hopefully they won't bake together. There aren't any leavenings in here, and so it shouldn't puff up too much. Okay, you want to press this one?
Okay.
Good.
This is so good.
Now we need to take our little toothpick and make an eye. You want to do that?
Okay. I'm gonna make a zombie one.
This is totally optional, but just adds a little bit of cuteness.
This is a zombie. Let me get him on mouth and not your eyes.
You ready to test them?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's put them in with a bowl.
They're so cute.
They're so cute.
Okay, give them a taste.
Mmm.
Are they yummy?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! These will store in the pantry for at least 5 days, maybe even a little longer if they will last that long. They did take a little bit more time than I was expecting, but not as much time as it takes to go to the store and pick up a box and bring it home. So I think this is a really good option for a healthy, kid-friendly snack. Okay, actually the last 3 of our recipes are very easy to make gluten-free. Next we're gonna make some popcorn. I know everybody knows how to make popcorn, but if you ever look at the ingredients on like a microwave bag of popcorn, not so great, not so healthy, not really something that you want to eat on a regular basis. It may be low calorie, but it's not healthy unless you make it at home. And you can make popcorn super easy, very affordable, and really healthy for you as well. So I picked up one of these microwave glass popcorn poppers. It's super easy to use. All we're gonna do is put some popcorn in our bowl, add a little bit of salt and oil, put the lid on, put it in the microwave for a couple of minutes, and we'll have some delicious popcorn. We're gonna start with 1/4 cup of popcorn kernels, and then we'll add maybe a teaspoon or so of salt. I'm gonna use coconut oil. This is refined coconut oil. I know that it may be a little more processed, but the refining process removes all of the coconut flavor, which I really do not like in popcorn. So you can choose to use butter, olive oil, regular coconut oil, or this refined, and add just a tablespoon or 2 of the oil. Put the lid on and throw it in the microwave. So that took about 2.5 minutes to pop the entire bowl. Popcorn can be stored in the pantry. After it's cooled, just place it into a glass container or a Ziploc bag, and it will stay nice and fresh for several days. I know some people just don't have a microwave in their house, so for those of you who are not really fans of microwaves or microwave popcorn, you can get a Whirly Pop or a stovetop popcorn popper. They work just about the same ingredients. Just pour them into your pan, turn on the eye to your stove, keep it stirred up, and it will be a delicious pot of popcorn, quick and easy with no extra ingredients. So either way, you can allow your popcorn to cool, store it in a glass container or a Ziploc bag in your pantry for up to 3 days. It should stay fresh and ready to eat. Next up, let's make some granola bars. I think everybody loves granola bars. They are so easy to personalize for your family. So we're just gonna make some chocolate chip peanut butter granola bars. We're gonna start with 2 cups of oats. Next up, we're going to add peanut butter. 1/2 cup of peanut butter. You can also use almond butter for this, or even I've seen cookie butter. You can use that. Any kind of nut butter that's going to allow everything to stick together. And then we're gonna add 1/3 cup of honey. You can also use maple syrup in place of the honey. That's gonna give it a little more of a sweet flavor. Honey and maple syrup are really good interchangeable sweeteners, but you may prefer the flavor of one over the other. So you can just mix and match however you choose. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt, maybe about a teaspoon or so. And then we're gonna add 1/3 cup, more or less, of chocolate chips. After everything's mixed together, this is how it's gonna look. You can either roll them into little balls and it be like a little energy bite. That's really good for a quick and easy afternoon snack before a ball game, or a really good and healthy, easy to carry along breakfast idea. Or you can put them in a container and cut them into bars. Either way, they're going to be the perfect snack. So after I have them patted into the container, I'm just going to cut them into strips. Cut those strips in half. And put them in the refrigerator to harden them a little so they will be easier to wrap. Our granola bars have chilled, so now let's put them in a little bit of a parchment paper wrap. Now, there is a little trick to make parchment paper a little easier to work with. If you'll just run it under the sink and get it just a tiny bit wet, it'll be a little more foldable and malleable and a lot easier to work with than when it's a little more stiff when it's dry. Put them in our little wrap. Fold it over, fold down the sides. Now you have a nicely contained, no mess granola bar that's really easy just to pull out of the refrigerator or the pantry anytime you're ready for a snack and needing to run out the door. Next up, let's make a seed cracker that's going to be gluten-free and also super high in protein and very healthy. We're gonna use different kinds of seeds, put them together with a little bit of water, bake them at 325 degrees, and this is gonna be the simplest one yet. We're gonna start with 1/2 cup of sunflower seeds. We're gonna add 1/4 cup of chia seeds and 1/4 cup flaxseed. Let's mix all of these together. Add about a teaspoon of salt and a sprinkle of garlic powder. And add 1/4 cup of water. I'm gonna stir everything together and allow those chia seeds to soak in some of the water.
To be honest, I'm very conscious. Music, wanna fun, and having right now. You planted the kid, but you live in the runway. See you a suction baby. You are not the ugly. Maybe you can be me and make it work easy.
Okay, our water has soaked into the chia seeds. It's a pretty sticky consistency. I'm gonna get a small piece of parchment paper and just place all of our nuts and seeds onto the parchment paper. And then with the back of the spoon, I'm gonna flatten the cracker to about 1/4 inch thickness. Now let's take a knife and just score the crackers so that whenever they get done baking, it'll be easy to separate them and put them into a container for storage. My oven is heated to 325. So these are ready to bake for about 20 minutes or so. It may take a little longer than 20 or 25 minutes for these crackers to get crispy in your oven. I was really surprised with how delicious these ended up. I thought they were really good, a nice unique flavor and something a little savory that could fill our cravings instead of a bag of potato chips. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been trying to think of different snack ideas that everyone could make without having to go and get a lot of specialty ingredients. I hope that these recipes will help you to feed your family healthy, nourishing snacks throughout the week without having to spend a ton of money at the store. Let me know if there are some snacks that you were hoping to find in this video that I didn't cover, and I will be sure to feature those in the next snacks video. If you're looking for a few more snack ideas, check out this video. It has a ton of healthy, affordable snack ideas for you and your family. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a wonderful week. I love you, and I will see you again next time.